Hey guys, super excited to be able to introduce Mariska. She's a beautiful therapist. She's been a phenomenal client. She's learnt to be able to step up. She's learnt how to put herself outside her comfort zone to make the complex simple and really change her whole business. So excited to be able to share this with you, and I look forward to speaking to you at the end of the case study. Before we kind of get into that, what were some of your major highlights? What were your big aha moments?
The reconnection with the passion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was major, and that's still, till this day, that's still a big influence.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't completely finished everything yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that creating that vision of where do you want to go, not specifically niching it, but really investigating into what kind of clients do I get energy from.
Yeah,
that was massive, and that helped me to more specify which direction I wanted, which is going full steam ahead at the moment.
Fantastic. So how many clients a week are you seeing at the moment?
Well, it depends a little bit, but let me just count. I think about 20.
Awesome. And where were you beforehand? Where were you sitting before we started working together?
I worked at 3 different places, and if I got about 8 clients, that was about it.
I'm so proud of you. Well done. That's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal, because I know that there are so many people that we speak to that are sitting in that position where they're only seeing 8 clients a week on a good week, sometimes if they're lucky, and they just don't know what to do, and often we do tend to, we don't judge a bird by its ability to swim, but we judge a therapist by their ability to market and do business, but we're not taught it. So that's super exciting. Yeah, you will definitely show.
Obviously you have quiet weeks which are only like maybe 10 or 12, but because they're all repetitive clients, they will come back.
Yes.
And that's really, for me, the main focus, to get that relationship happening.
Yeah.
The ones that stop contracting, not so much, but even they are about to come back. And in the other 2 clinics, I never seem to be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
So it's been a combination of me being, taking control, taking responsibility, which was amazing when you told me that. I thought, yeah, I'm doing that. And like, no, I'm not.
Love that. Yeah.
So, trying to do that a lot more as well.
Yeah.
And, like you in the videos, it says, if you're the one that is responsible for your actions, and it really helped me uplift to come, in your terms, to come up, think above the line.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was definitely way under the line, and I, like your other clients, that you were just talking about, you were heavy and you didn't see it happening, and you didn't understand why, and you start doubting yourself if your skills are right or your personality is right. But it's just not everyone fits you, and that specific clinic in the city that I tried to hold on to for such a long time, it just wasn't the right kind of clients for me. I couldn't connect with them. I was trying to send out a message of balance and healthy living lifestyle, and all they wanted was to get a quick fix, get on with their work and destroy their body, because they wanted to make the hours in the career. Well, that's fine. Some people are really good at that, but I'm not. I'm a people's person, so I want to connect and I want to be part of that. So when I realized that, I was in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Awesome. And how did you figure that out? Like what kind of made you
help?
Yep.
They did. It really did help. It took me forever to get my avatar of the ideal client, and I'm still sort of fine-tuning it, and possibly not the quickest in this one. But doing the exercises, first of all, realizing your own attitude. And then when I started to create the the client that would be ideal for me, that gives me the most joy when they walk out of the door as well. Then I realized at that point in time, like, but those are not the clients I'm seeing there. You know, I have this great image of working together with multidisciplinary team, but that is also not true. You know, it's just everyone for themselves. So one day I hope to create that in the future.
Yeah.
With me in control.
Yeah.
But that clinic was absolutely not true to that concept, which is why I wanted to work there in the first place.
Yeah, and I think that's a matter of knowing your values, you know, what you value as a person, what you value as a business, and what you value as a therapist, to be honest. Actually, it's not that they're wrong or bad or anything like that. They're beautiful people, but those values don't align to your values. And to be able to communicate that and make a decision based on, instead of, oh, but I think I should, and I'll just stay there because what if I get more clients? And it's like, you know what, like you said, come from cause and say, no, I don't believe that. I know that I could do better somewhere else. And obviously now you're smashing it, which is phenomenal. So well done. That's really good.
And that's the biggest reward. Because yes, I mean, you don't know if you remember me speaking to you at the very beginning, because you see so many, but I was very much in that state of, I need that financial, you know, I don't want to go working really hard. And then when you look at your values, like, but I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be that example of having one client after the other just for the hell of it, because you want to actually give service and not just the income. So that came with the why straight away, like, ooh, you know, all right, yeah. And then trusting again that you can make it, even if you don't have 5 clinics you work for. Yeah, but especially your values of, I don't want to live like this. I mean, I'm repeating more and more. I mean, I don't want to go back to the state that I used to be. So that was a good reminder for me. But if you want to have your clients to get into that lifestyle, you should do it yourself. Yeah. And that doesn't happen if you run around 4 different clinics, trying to, you know, help as many people as you can, have no time for yourself, have nothing to look after yourself for. So, yeah, I don't think I used to do that. I knew I should, but I don't think I used to look after myself. And now more and more me comes first. Yeah, nice. And if that means I don't have as many clients that week, which is fine. Yeah. Just say, well, they'll wait for me. I'll book them in next week. Or, you know, if they don't, then they don't. That's fine too. There comes another one. Yeah. And that's coming from that abundance mindset, isn't it? Living at a cause, like living at cause or living above the line, and just being able to say, you know what, there are more people out there that I can help. And if it's not going to work, you know, you are the most important, because you can't pour from an empty cup. I think that's such another beautiful distinction that you've had. And yeah, I mean, I just think that's so phenomenal to go from 8 clients a week to 20 clients a week, you know, pretty much consistently now, in doing that. So what would... not yeah, but it's getting there. It's like, it's like a wave, you know, like the tide doesn't just go bam, it's in. It comes in waves, and it kind of, but as long as we're getting more and more momentum, that's phenomenal. That's exactly what we want to see, is that it does, you know, that those waves start getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, and I'm not afraid anymore for the tide going out, and I used to be very afraid. Yeah, nice. It's a great week, I gotta do something. No, it's fine. Take your time and then fix some other things. And I actually block 1 day a week now to say, listen, you know, I'm doing other things. I allocated that time for admin. I allocated the time for PR stuff. But it's also a bit of a free day for massage. Yeah. You work 5-6 days a week. It takes a toll on your body and energy. So if I still work in my business, but not with clients. And if you have half a day for that and then do the afternoon with clients, you're always rushing around trying to get things done. Yeah. So it's definitely very quieting for me. And I've seen a lot of other therapists who don't do that, even, you know, ROs or something. They just work, and they try to catch up in the evening. I'm like, no. Then I don't need to be extremely wealthy. I like to be financially independent. Yeah. And that's the goal. Yeah. And if I can and have a bit of spare cash, that's fine.
Yeah, nice. And it's like, it's working on the business, not just in it. So, when we're doing that, when we set that time aside, and it is like a massage. If someone was rocking up at 9, between 9 and 10, you'd be there 100%, but we forget to do that with us. I think it's a great role model for therapists to go, you know what, you should be setting aside that time and really planning out what's your perfect week look like. When we go from being able to create something from nothing, we get to choose and define it, but often we allow it to define us. So we're on call all the time. We don't want to miss out on the client. And we'll work at clinics that are no longer serving us, and then we get frustrated. And it's like, it's not that really when we go, okay, well, actually, I don't want to work these days, or I don't want to work this time. I want to be available these times and block it in. All of a sudden, our clients magically not only appear, but they just get full each week because now we've set the intention and come from cause. So well done. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So you were saying that
find out which hours work best, because obviously if you're a smart business owner, you need to look at what time, most people tend to take time out for this. And I at first I had the Thursday afternoon off, but I realized there's so many people asking me for that. So I opened that up. That meant for me that I had to close down somewhere else. Otherwise I stuck. So I sat down over a long weekend and did a proper planning, week-wise, but also month-wise. So you can get it over which weekends are busy, which weekends are not so busy, and when you might be able to squeeze in other activities as well. So at the moment, I'm very much planned. But getting into that new routine, I just moved the business. After I left the clinic in the city, I've already left the other clinic before that, and I started working from home in January. And I was lucky because a former master therapist moved away from Sydney. And now he's been sending his clients to me. So that was very fortunate. That definitely helped a big boom. Because on marketing, I'm a bit behind. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. But I moved about 3 weeks ago to my own clinic. So I leased the clinic. And that was a dream that has been going on for 7 years. I always wanted to have my own place. And I was actually looking for a house myself. I wanted to move house. And we've already discussed it'd be nice one day if we can just not have the house there. I could feel, me becoming a bit naughty, as when you were at home, you thought, it's quiet now, I'll go and read a book or do the dishes. And I've been in this position before. I just know a home clinic doesn't work for me. So I did that and said, all right. But, been looking around for a little bit of time and couldn't find anything affordable. I didn't want to take the risk of putting all the money into the rent. So when I was looking for my private home, I ran into this little office, and I thought, I'm just going to have a look, just felt that I had to have a look. Went to have a look at another place, and knew straight away that wasn't it. And this one I thought, that's affordable, could work. So I jumped to move. I moved 2 things in 2 weeks, and it was a bit full on, which is why I'm behind with a lot of things now. But whenever I'm there, and this is purely mindset, because I know it's not necessarily true, but I feel professional.
It's fantastic, which is, of course, you're going to be right about it, aren't you?
So it just feels different. And it has taken me to that next step of, I have a plan now. I also have a dream again of where I want to take the clinic. I have a specialization that I want to do what I'm already doing. I got that planned out, how I want to get there. So it was very much unrolling, coming from a burnout into a new country. And then you picked up where you left, but that didn't feel like it gave me energy anymore. So I had to reinvent myself, as in, where do I want to go with massage in general? And that has taken so much time.
Fantastic. And now you're starting to see rewards for that, because you put the right things in place. And you're behind because you've moved clinics, which you didn't know was possible a few months ago, to be able to move into your clinic. I
didn't even know I was going to run the business from home if I'm going to have enough clients. I was freaking out about that. So
and now, of course.
There's still a few things that needs to get into place, but because I made that planning a long time ahead, I can sort of I'm calm because I know, all right, it's going to come. That's for that month, and that's for that month, and to plan that ahead gives you peace in the here and now a lot.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. It's
I'm a very driven kind of person, so I want things done yesterday, and that doesn't. Have a plan and know that it's coming.
Yep.
Whenever you start running through the field again like crazy, you're like, oh, wait.
Love that.
First you can eat the grass there, and then the next one.
Yeah, nice. So what was, you loved being able to set the plan, like create the plan. That's obviously helped. We've talked about above the line, having that great mindset to be able to market from abundance and realize what you are at cause for, what you're responsible for in your life and what you're not responsible for, and where you were choosing to not be responsible and to now go, yep, okay, I am. What were some other things that really stood out to you, in your marketing or throughout the business that helped you have the confidence to go from, not being successful yet to being able to go, yep, you know what, I'm no longer burnt out, I'm ready to rock this, and now you're getting traction? What do you think are the things that you've implemented and really taken away?
Well, it was very enlightening to get a few links to certain websites for marketing. Mm-hmm. So that helps, Canva, for example.
Canva.
Photo editing. Yep. The keywords that James given us. I'm writing content at the moment to rewrite things. Now I know a little bit better what I want and who I am. What I want to work with. Yeah. So I still struggle a bit with content, as in I write books instead of pages.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. I love that. Yeah.
And that's where that thing. So that is helpful. Those little tips and tricks of otherwise websites you probably wouldn't have been able to find.
Yeah.
Introduction to, I've decided to let someone else create the website. Yeah. But the back end and be able to go back to that if you put new content on, and to be able to tweak that CEO wise. That's very, very handy. Yeah. I've done a blogging course in May. Yep. And it was very technical. So to have that basic. Yeah. And to just simply know where to start. Yeah. And that. Throughout the whole course, it was very, I wouldn't say dummy, but it was really from the beginning. So instead of assuming or that you already know stuff, assuming that you're already, you worked in the industry that long, so you must know this and this. No, you really, you put it there like it was all new from scratch, and then. Yeah, and that made it understandable. That made it less overwhelming. Yeah, and it made you, slowly build yourself up and be able to grow as the program went. Yeah, nice. To that confident person, as in, all right, I can do this. Yeah, nice. I love that. That's awesome. So for somebody who was maybe listening to this and was kind of not sure, they were maybe thinking about it, maybe they were feeling a bit scared, they were kind of, not sure what they should be doing. What would you say to somebody that's thinking about that and maybe considering doing the program at the moment? It's interesting because I spoke to one of the ones that did 7-day challenge. Yeah. She's on the Facebook and we ended up messaging. Yeah. And she didn't enroll. Yeah. And I said, well, what I said to her is, I said, it's really worth the investment. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of, I suppose it's a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're serious about making this a career, if you're serious about, having a clinic and not just some extra pocket money to, go on holiday with, no disrespect. Yeah. But if you want to make this a full-time profession and have dreams of maybe employing people or even just living off it for yourself, then I definitely find it very worth it. There's so many tools you get handed out. There's so many freebies basically that you get, and then because it is specifically coming from someone who has been in that profession, it's not just you you've had your clinic, you can sense and feel that in all the examples you're giving. James hasn't got that experience, but the way he is able to translate that to good examples, it is, you take so much away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not just in a business wise, as a person as well. I think it's a little soul search as well. To me, sometimes it was quite confronting. On, like you say, hey, step up, because you're the one that is supposed to be held accountable. And if you can't deal with that, you shouldn't be running business in the first place, because it's about being able to deal with those situations just as well. And again, that gives you ideas or in the course as how that could how you could work with that. And because they're not extremely difficult, they're very simple. Everyone should have been able to think about it, but you don't. And now you see it, and it just falls into place. And it's not complicated. Everyone can do this.
I love that. Thank you. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It has been phenomenal working with you through the program. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your time today. It's been awesome to be able to chat with you. And I know that there will be people that will be listening to this and will feel like they know that they're in a similar situation to where you were. And I know that your story is going to help them grow and help them develop. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome. I really hope to have inspired and give someone the push forward to really take ownership.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. Absolutely outstanding stuff. It was so awesome to be able to chat with Mariska and to be able to hear her story, hear what she's put in place, and hear her heart. Look, if this is you, if you feel like you're at a place right now where you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you don't know the right steps to take forward in your business, you don't get your marketing, whatever it is, then I really encourage you to fill your details in below. We're here to help. We love to help therapists be able to, take their passion and turn it into a rocking business. So make sure you do that so we can get in touch and we'll give you a quick call and see if or how we can help. Take care, guys, and I really look forward to speaking to you soon.